And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to what I think will probably be the final episode of this particular route. This once again, ran by Mom, Doc Ronco. Welcome back to Arcade Spirits. Next few days past by in a blur. That morning we had press conference. We had press crowding around the doors in the arcades before we opened Sue's care package of dead news that ran up the arcade. That ran up the wire caught their attention. Mr. Bob! Is it true that they organized a gang at your arcade? How do you respond to the allegations that NAOMI is involved in the international counterfeit? What? What is your relationship with ghost monsters? Have you heard any of the allegations of child abuse? Have you seen Mrs. Fame's article talking about the incidents, praising your professionalism? There's so many interviews that they almost lost my voice. That happens all the time when I go to sporting events and or sports entertainment events like wrestling. I go all out when I'm cheering or booing or rallying the crowd or doing anything. It's the Philly way! Fortunately, NAOMI was hand in hand to keep me hydrated and catch me on way. Everybody loved to see the fallen family entertainment icon. It made them feel felt so self-righteous, and NAOMI was now squaring the crosshairs. Then, man, the official priest responsible was neck, we are still investigating these claims. The court of public opinion decided Deco's past was doomed. Final crushing blow came with the televised press conference 3 days later. These obvious falsehoods generated by business rivals and blind children merely go to show how powerful the powerful routinely target for harassment. Furthermore, what unhandly! I'm innocent of these matters, innocent! And we never saw him again. Seriously, after the arrest, he just up and vanished from the public eye. It's honestly a bit creepy. I was expecting a trial or something. He told me if I didn't commit all those crimes, he'd take away my food. I never wanted to be a hacker. I just like computers. I wanted to get a computer degree and get a normal job like anyone else. Largely around hokum, but it was good to see Sue breaking away from Deco's influence all the same. Who knows, maybe Sue's ready to throw over no leaf and go straight to him. Deco's palace board of directors unanimously voted to reject him, given he just vanished into the guts of the judicial system. Oh, the arcade empire you established is still out there. It's still powerful, still tacky as heck, and still manages small arcades like ours. But now it's his guiding face, and it's largely treading water. Who knows, maybe one day the traditional arcades will overtake what you left behind. As for Arcade Spirits, good games, good drinks, good times. We promise friendship and fun in equal measure here at the Arcade Spirits. We're not as large as some arcades, but we make up for that with a quality experience that brings our regulars to come back for more. It's true. Sometimes you want to go and everybody knows the name. Yes, cheers. You know, Matt, having conquered both donuts with books and booze with tokens, maybe it's time to experiment new horizons. Water slides and wineries, meat golf margaritas, bingo and brewskis. Stocks limit when it comes to impossibly mixing these varieties with various spices. Hang gliding with hangovers! On second thought, I think we're just better with it. Indeed. Hangovers suck from what I understand. That's part of the reason I never drink in excess. Aw. But the arcade, in the end, is less important than the people who call it home. Dream we shared so long ago. Pixel heart. How appropriate for her. The dream we shared so long ago, sitting and watching the nighttime waves roll on the Flotsam Beach. That dream came true. Arcade Spirit became our family arcades for many years to come, just like Mass Fantasy before us. Another bad chip tree place. It's getting harder and harder to keep all these games going. But not impossible. Indeed, nothing is impossible to him, or in this case it will be her, who will try. That's Alexander the Great who said that. If a man who conquered the known world had said such a thing, who would any of us argue? There's still so many great games to restore. If anyone can keep our dream alive, it's you, NAOMI. As dreams go, it's not a bad one at all. It's everything I ever hoped it could be. I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad you found me. And together, we'll make sure that the spirit of our kids lives on forever. In the end, I can also say I found my dream. NAOMI, the whole world became my dream. I'd like to live happy in that world for many years to come. I just explained to me that viruses being adaptive software eventually become more and more like their users. It seems my empathy is wrapped off on Iris. My influence has grown quite a bit.
I hope that one day humans will see us as friends and allies. All I've ever wanted to do is embrace kindness and understanding. Thanks to you, I've learned so much.
Personally, I only had 2 years left to live. But with the success of Arcade Spirits and the encouragement of all his friends, he decided that wouldn't be enough. My mind's made up. I'm going to seek more treatment. I don't want this end. I don't want to say goodbye to you all. He lived many more years to come thanks to him no push to take care of his condition. Happy years spent with all of us. As for Moopy, well, with all the time in the world, he took his time, paced himself, and eventually beat the score. Although honestly I'm not sure what I should do with the rest of my life. I guess we'll have to see when we see, Ashley continued to be our mascot main floor attendant by day for the Arcade Spirits. Customers grew accustomed to see her smiling face on walking through the doors. As we got bigger and bigger, more people took notice of Ashley's Arcade Spirits costume, and people wanted to see our mascot on shirts, mugs, body pillows even. Wow. They just printed another batch of Arcade Spirits hoodies. These things are selling like hotcakes. It was a fantastic idea, Bob. The customers just couldn't get enough. Oh, I just started working on the pattern for another mascot that we should reveal soon. Maybe I'll even let you model for me one day. When the 4 heavenly kings invited her to live and play in their team house, Queen Bee instantly said yes. Listen, kid, I'm sad to leave you, but I'm not going to tax never. It's my true home, you're my family. I look forward to coming back. And often. And that she did. She stops by as much as the schedule allows and even brings some other big names to the arcade. We always last few matches on the big screen cheering on all the while. This win is dedicated to Bob and Mom and everyone else at the Arcade Spirits. Couldn't have done without these amazing friends of mine. We always kept festive, comfort, warm, and ready for our next visit. Through good times and bad, Jill was stuck by me, my BFF for life. I'm really proud of you, you know? You pulled off the tailspin out of your life as it was. You went for it, you did it, you made it happen. That's the Billy way! I'm lucky to got even to be a small part of that. Hey, there are no small parts, only small actors. A large part of that, I'd say. I wouldn't be here now if not for you. Hey, I'll take credit if you want me to. Just call me Juniper the Life Coach. And you know I'll be in your corner until you're dead. Hopefully later rather than sooner, though. Gavin stood by us as we rose to the ashes of Deco's onslaught. But eventually he chose to leave Arcade Spirits. This is interesting. He'd always been a bit distant, Joe. Perhaps he felt it was time to move on. Perhaps he didn't find what he was looking for with us. Put on good terms, he went to further his career somewhere else. Dale kept the suicide stage alive here at Arcade Spirits until he got offered the job as the regional community manager. Hey, congratulations, brother! Taylor put his crewmate D in charge here as he set off traveling and organizing tournaments around the world. He's doing what he loves, connecting with all sorts of people. Guess he just never connected with anyone else here to stay around. Wonder if he'll stop by again, hop on stage and show off his moves. Love and friendship at time pixels and quarters. Finally I'm home. Arcade Spirits. Thank you, Arcade Spirits. My spirit is restored, my future is bright. At last I can say, I'm happy. I'm truly happy with who I am and where I am. Fought hard for this and won it with great effort, but the happiness is my reward. For this day and every day to come. Alright, that was an awesome game. Alright, so with the voices of Bob Barkowski as himself and everyone else in this case. Yeah, I don't like voiceovers in games. No disrespect to voice actors, I just prefer to do it myself because I find that more fun. And I've got to say, everyone here did a bang up job on all of this. And most importantly, I am grateful that I got to be able to support the Wounded Warrior Project. Him having purchased this, that's a charity that you should always support whenever you get the chance, ladies and gentlemen. That is a really wonderful charity that helps out veterans, helps them with the PTSD, helps them get back on track, back into civilian life, and get some work, get some help. It's just a really wonderful network that I would highly recommend. I've seen their work in action personally, having attended many of their the gatherings, and so yeah. Now I'm just waiting for this to go on, and I don't know how long it's gonna take, but yeah. Don't want to skip past it in case there's anything that's really important. I just wish there was a mention of Mortal Kombat in this, but that's cool. They had Street Fighter, so that's good. I still want to try out Cuba and Burger Time, because I haven't done that yet. And Dig Dug, that's another one I haven't tried out yet. Never, yeah, I want to try that out. Gauntlet, I want to try all these out. Iron Chef, that's a fun show. I haven't really seen MacGyver. I've seen like bits and pieces of the original. Never really seen the new ones. Twilight? What's that doing here? Oh well. Alright, yeah, this is gonna be a sounds like a fun thing as well. Arcade Spirits New Challenges, that's something they just released this year, to the best of my knowledge, so yeah. So what's gonna happen now? Okay, so what happens now? Game over. Thank you for playing. Alright. Huh? This is outrageous. I demand to speak with my lawyer. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? You can't do this to me. I'm well aware of who you are. Good. And you know I can afford a lawyer who can run circles around you, whoever you are. True, if you were officially under arrest. Officially? Technically, this what the text? What? You can't do this. If you prefer, I could hand you over to the police. There's a cybercrime task force that's eager to get their hands on you. But if you'd like to avoid a lengthy prison sentence, I have a proposition for you. I'd like to know about a tiny detail buried in all of those leaked files your daughter posted online. Specifically the 1980s playtest. The what? I'm afraid you have the disadvantage. You know damn well what I'm talking about. I don't know how it's pronounced. Nelson, Pride and Joy. He hosted several secret playtests of that game. Oh, those tests. Sorry, but I don't see what help I'll be. I only played a minor role. Once the test was over, the machines were shipped out to other locations. Exactly, against our authority. Nelson distributed their prototypes. And you're going to use all your connections, all your leverage, every drop of what little influence you have left to help us find the property. Believe me, this was our project, Mr. NAOMI, and we want it back. What? Okay. The end for real this time. Okay. That's certainly unexpected.
Your flux capacitor is now charged.
Flux capacitor from... okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, flux capacitor, that's from the Back to the Future trilogy.
Would you like to export your current...
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Now exporting data. All done. Thank you for playing.
Okay, cool. So that's Arcade Spirits. That's NAOMI's run. Big one, ladies and gentlemen. Please consider subscribing. I was so back fairly well.